What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to TTP Sports. And there you go, everyone. The NHL season is officially over, and the Tampa Bay Lightning, they are back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. They are the 2021 Stanley Cup champions. They beat the Montreal Canadiens in Game 5 by a score of 1-0. Andrei Vasilevskiy with the Conn Smythe winner in his fourth straight elimination game shutout. Just amazing. Just absolutely amazing what the Tampa Bay Lightning have done these past 2 years. And before I get into anything with the Tampa Bay Lightning, you got to give everything possible, every amount of respect, every ounce of it, to the Montreal Canadiens for what they have done during their playoff stretch. For being the underdogs going up against the Maple Leafs. No one giving them anything whatsoever. Me, myself included. Everyone wrote them off against the Maple Leafs, especially when they went down 3-1 in that series. They come back, they win that series, played absolutely fantastic. They go up against the Winnipeg Jets team. Everyone ratted them out against Winnipeg. They go off and sweep them. Everyone writes them out against the Vegas Golden Knights. They beat them in 6 games. And I guess at the end of time, the Cinderella story does eventually come to an end. And this, sadly for the Montreal Canadiens, it ends in 5 games against the Tampa Bay Lightning. But all the respect in the world goes to Montreal and what they did, what their young guys did. Cole Caulfield, Jesperi Kotkaniemi, Nick Suzuki, everyone on that team, and the veterans, Shea Weber, Corey Perry, Carey Price played fantastic during this playoff run for Montreal. And for a lot of the players on this team, have been to the finals. They have won their cups. Sadly, they don't get that chance to win it again. But for guys like Carey Price, I know he's getting up there in age, but he's still a fantastic goaltender in this league. And for all the young players on this team, the young and up-and-coming guys, Cole Caulfield, Nick Suzuki, Kotkaniemi, all these guys that are trying to get better as they develop and just get better and better and better. This is a fantastic learning curve for them, especially for a kid like Cole Caulfield. Not even playing a few regular season games, getting some game-winning goals on the overtime, and he goes directly on this deep playoff run. This is a great development curve for Cole Caulfield, a great learning process. And to say, will Montreal be back into the finals anytime soon? Possibly they might, but you never know. That's the beauty of the NHL. You never know what's going to happen. They might be back there in the future, but you never know. They might not be. But this is a great learning curve for a lot of young players on this Montreal team. They put together a fantastic run during this playoffs, provided some great entertaining hockey, and provided a lot of chaos as well, if I do say so myself. A lot of chaos. So take this as a learning curve and learn from it. Learn from it. Try to come back stronger next year to see if you can win a cup. That's what you have for Montreal. Now going to the Tampa Bay side, back-to-back Stanley Cup champions, last year winning in the bubble. And this year, they weren't the best team in the NHL without a doubt. There were a lot of teams that, well, definitely in the regular season had a lot of better records. But Tampa Bay, they had some injuries during the regular season. They go into the playoffs. They get healthy. They get Kucherov back. I know a lot of people are going to bring that up. Oh, Tampa Bay cheated. They were way over the salary cap, blah, 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 blah. It's a loophole in the salary cap. Every team abuses it in the league when the playoffs start. So it's a loophole. It's not cheating. It's taking advantage of a rule that does not exist. So there you go. Tampa Bay, they got healthy once the playoffs came, and they took it away. They beat Florida. They beat Carolina. Had a very tough series against the New York Islanders. That was probably their toughest matchup out of the entire playoffs. Went 7 games there. And then they come up against Montreal. And yeah, some games during the series, Tampa Bay didn't play their best, but they found ways to win, especially in a game like Game 2. They were the worst team, but their depth, they countered on Montreal's mistakes, and they found ways to win. And Andrei Vasilevskiy is just flat out amazing. He is the best goaltender in the NHL currently. He is. Earning that Conn Smythe, getting all those shutouts and clinching games for the Lightning. And it's just an amazing run that the Lightning have been on these past years, and also players on Tampa Bay too. Steven Stamkos, Victor Hedman, Killorn, Coleman, all those guys, Andre Palat. And also, to bring up a dynasty in himself, Patrick Maroon, winning 3 straight Stanley Cups in 2019 with St. Louis, and then back-to-back cups with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Patrick Maroon is a one-man dynasty, and that is, it's funny, but it's also fantastic to see at the same time. Pat Maroon is an absolute Chad. He is a he is a funny guy. I love Patrick Maroon to death, and congratulations to him for winning 3 straight Stanley Cups. He definitely deserves them. Definitely, he's nowhere close to one of the best players in the league, but he's a very likable guy, and I love watching Pat Maroon. Definitely a very deserving dynasty there for a guy like Pat Maroon. And going into this game, very tight checking, very hard hitting, a lot of penalties, a lot of them. There were also a lot of missed calls as well, definitely on both sides. Tampa Bay getting away with a lot of interferences, Montreal getting away with definitely a lot of penalties as well. But there were also a lot of power plays in this game, 3 for both teams, and either team could not cash in at all. Montreal goes 0 for 3 on the power play, Tampa Bay goes 0 for 3 on the power play, and the lone goal of this game doesn't come until the second period. Ross Colton off of a great keep in by Ryan McDonough, and then what a fantastic pass from David Savard over the Colton, who's just left alone, not left alone in the slot, just a perfect stick-to-stick pass. Colton, all he has to do is tap it into the net, and it becomes a 1-0 Tampa Bay lead. Really tight checking. Andre Vasilevsky making some saves. Carey Price looking fantastic at the same time. It's just Tampa Bay got the job done, and on home ice too. They did. And I guess the mayor was right. The mayor of Tampa Bay was right. They took it easy on Montreal in Game 4, and they brought the cup back home for Game 5. And to me, it just never gets old. It never gets old seeing that Stanley Cup get raised. Like, I don't care who the team is. I don't care what the captain is lifting that Stanley Cup. It never gets old. It's a fantastic sight to see. It's the best trophy in sports. It's the best playoffs in sports. Better than baseball, better than basketball, better than football. There's only one Stanley Cup. And it never gets old seeing that thing get lifted every single year. I don't care if it's Sidney Crosby. I don't care if it's Alex Ovechkin. I don't care if it's a random-ass captain in the league. And I don't care if it's Steven Stamkos lifting the cup up 2 years in a row. It never gets old. And as bringing this to my Flyers fandom, it does make me jealous because I've never seen my team lift the Stanley Cup. My team hasn't won the Stanley Cup since 1975. And when I watch these playoffs, when the Flyers aren't in the playoffs or whether they get eliminated, I put my bias aside and I just watch and enjoy the Stanley Cup, and I watch and enjoy whoever gets to lift that trophy. It's an amazing trophy, and I wouldn't say this cup racing definitely did not bring me to tears. It definitely did not. I think the last cup race to actually bring me to tears was when the Capitals won the cup, to see OV finally win that cup. But still, it's like, besides that point, it's still like a fantastic sight to see. Seeing the handshakes, seeing the cup get raised, handing it off to every single player, and especially when the cup gets won on home ice, I feel like that's even more special of a sight to see too. Just for the team to celebrate that championship with their home crowd. And it kind of sucks too, because a lot of recent championships are mainly won on the road, so it feels like it's a rare occasion when the Stanley Cup is won on home ice. I feel like before this cup was won, I'm trying to go back to previous Stanley Cups. Who was the last team to raise the cup on home ice? I think it was the Chicago Blackhawks back in 2015, because last year, Tampa Bay, they were in the bubble, so technically there was no crowd either way. 2019, St. Louis, they raised it in Boston. 2018, Washington, they lifted it up in Vegas. Pittsburgh, and their back-to-back cups, they were both won on the road in San Jose and Nashville. And yeah, I think, and honestly too, 2014, the Los Angeles Kings, they won both of their cups on home ice as well. So I think there was, it's happened quite a few times, but it still feels like it's a rare occasion when the cup is won at home. It feels like it's just won on the road more often than not, and it's one of those things where it's a better sight to see it being lifted at home. I don't know why. That's just it's just me blabbering at this point, but if you know what I'm saying, it's definitely a better sight to see when the cup is raised at home. It definitely is. And yeah, it sucks because now the NHL season is over. Tampa Bay wins the cup in 5 games over the Montreal Canadiens, and it sucks to see because I'm a huge hockey fan. Hockey is my first sport, and we won't have hockey basically until October, when next season starts, the 21-22 season. And I know there's a lot of things upcoming too with the NHL, with the expansion draft, with the NHL draft as well, and also free agency coming up too. So it won't be a little bit until, it won't be long until there's some action going on with the NHL and everything, but still, it sucks when hockey ends because, yeah, I do like baseball, I do, but the Phillies piss me off. I know I keep bringing in my Philadelphia fandom in here, but still, it's just I love hockey, I do, and it sucks to see it end. It does, but still, what a playoff run by both of these teams. What a series by both of these teams. And it definitely sucks to see it end. But in the end, the better team won. And that was the Tampa Bay Lightning. And they are back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. If you look at the stat lines for these games, or for this game, shots on goal, 30-22 in favor of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Both teams, they went over 3 on the power play. Very heavy hitting game. 56 hits for Tampa Bay, 48 hits for Montreal. Both teams blocked the shots 9 times each. Giveaways in favor of Tampa Bay, takeaways in favor of Tampa Bay. And just what a fantastic game. And your stars of the game, Andrei Vasilevsky, his first star, getting the shutout. Ross Colton getting the lone goal of the game. He's the second star. And Barclay Goodrow getting the third star. And he also took a heavy shock block late in the third period, and he was limping off the ice. So yeah, those are the pain and guts of playing in the Stanley Cup playoffs, especially in the clinching game. So yeah, it sucks. It sucks to see that it's finally over. It definitely does. It sucks to see that. And man, it felt like it flew by. It did. It felt like it flew by. But congratulations to the Tampa Bay Lightning, the city of Tampa Bay. Right now, you are the city of champions with your back-to-back champion Stanley Cup. Tampa Bay Lightning winning the Stanley Cup 2 years in a row. And also, you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning the Super Bowl this past year as well. So, I guess right now, you are officially declared the city of champions for the past, I would say, year and a half. So, yeah, the city of Tampa Bay is definitely a happy bunch right now. So, I think that's going to do it for this video, everyone. The NHL season is officially over, and the Tampa Bay Lightning are back-to-back Stanley Cup champions as they defeat the Montreal Canadiens in 5 games. What are your thoughts on this video, everyone? What are your thoughts on this series? What are your thoughts on this game? The Tampa Bay Lightning winning back-to-back championships. Your thoughts on the Montreal Canadiens. I want to hear all of those thoughts down in the comments section below, so don't forget to leave those down there. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. Don't forget to check out the Band of Lines, which I'm a part of. Their links will be down in the description below. And don't forget to check out the links to BrodesMedia, the Florida Pod merchandise website, and also for Flyers Nitty Gritty. All of that stuff is down in the description below. Do not forget to check it out. And also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, everyone. And I will see you next time.